Shout outs to Grandmaster Ramey. Let me make sure this thing's on. Yes, it is. Hooked you, Sewell. Yeah. All right, so we're about to start. We were on here on Friday, I guess. We did a shindig. I don't know if we went live. Did we go live on Friday? Who knows? We're back. I keep forgetting my days. I know today's Monday. That's for sure. Who's over there? Is that Mr. Darren? No, I don't know who it is. All right. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's having a good new year. We're already up to what, the 10th? Over a week gone of the year already. It feels like it just started. My goodness. All right, so get football off your minds. Sunday's over. If your favorite team lost, I know a bunch of people got eliminated this weekend. Get over it. It'll be all right. It will be all right. The Giants are in the playoffs, so G's happy. Cowboys are in the playoffs, so I'm happy. Seattle, hopefully, might be in the playoffs. I don't know what ended up happening with that other game last night, but we'll see. Huh? Seattle didn't make it? No? Man. Sorry, Seattle. My bad. Just got the news. All right, so here. Check this. Yes, I know you're like, wow, Nikki's back. Yes, Nikki's back. She's done with her vacation, her cruise. She was on an Alaskan. 10 pounds later, she was on an Alaskan cruise. She was in Switzerland, taking care of some business in Sweden. All right, Jersey, Sweden, same thing.
New Jersey, Switzerland.
Switzerland? Yeah, whatever. It's nice and cold. Up north. All right, over here, young man. We are going to start something from low reference point. All right, so low reference point. Remember, if somebody goes maybe to punch you in the groin, grab your groin, grab your purse, grab your camera bag, grab anything that's in this area here. As they're going this way, bop, you're just putting that hand out. Bop, right? So we'll start from reference point. That's where you're going to start with your newbies. So you're going to start here. After they're there a couple of times, I don't know, 3 or 4 times they've done already, you go from, instead of from attachment, you're going to go boom. Okay, so you start here like a mummy. Boom. The next step is you engage. Again, engage. That's step 2. And then after that, you're out and about, you move a little bit, you're both moving, and one of you decides when to go. So the second frame is just you basically both decide, you lean in and you let them know. So the first time you start from scratch, the next time you just touch up, and the next time you're kind of moving a little bit, one of you guys, and nobody knows which guy's going to go, so you just got to touch. Okay? And then again, you're not going to know which guy's going to do this, so you got to be ready to either block, or if you're the guy that went, you're the guy that went. Got it? So that's how you should break stuff down, so that you're crawling, walking, running. So we're going to start from here. If I start from here and your point is from here, that's where you start from. If your point is from, that's where you start from. Okay? So we'll start from here, because it's always better to start from the beginning. You're going to do a bottom fist to the temple or to the jaw. Okay, so you, from engagement, boom, a little bit higher. Boom, block it. Okay, again, if he comes across like this, no, just right here, but you push across. There you go, like you're, so you really push it far across. He's going to come through and poke. What I want to make sure you're doing is that you're sliding under this arm. In case he comes battling just for a tackle, you can quickly just take this and convert it into this and push him back. So what I don't want, in other words, is this. And then this hand's just way over here trying to poke the eye. You see all this space? I don't want that. I want you making a triangle so that if you got to go this way, or if you want to switch your hands and go this way, you're making a triangle. Boom, and then you start getting into headbutts. All right, so keep it tight. So you're going to go 1, if he pushes past 2, pull and then strike to the neck. Okay? So again, 1, 2, strike to the neck. Good. So you're going to stop. Your job is to stop this one and then come through here. Swing this one up and through to stop that one. Again, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Got it? Work it. At any point, if you guys, you can break this down. Just like you can hit pause on a machine. If all you can do is this, or you want to isolate, you can go ahead and do that a couple of 100 times. And then you go here. And then you go here. Good, beautiful. That's how you flow. You know. Let's see who we got here today. Hello to all, hello to all. Frankie, what's up, my brother? Happy New Year. See, it says always, oh, Benjamin. See, look at that. We got Ecuador and Puerto Rico, papalote. Ben, how you doing, buddy? You still working? 7:30 at night. You should be home resting. We'll be out in Ecuador in another 19 days. We'll be in Ecuador. We're doing a lot of special things. I'm not even going to tell you. I don't want Ben to get mad. A lot of special things. A lot of surprises are going to come out of Ecuador. Yeah, buddy. Hopefully not one of my illegitimate child. One of my illegitimate child. That doesn't even make sense. What am I fixing here? What are we doing wrong? All right, Nikki, watch. There you go. Bottom fist to the temple. Boom, and bottom fist him in the temple. Like you're mad at him. There you go. Temple shot. Boom. Boom. And the second he stops you, poke him in the eye with the bottom hand.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, I want you to do this. Watch. Here's the reason for that. Step over there a little bit. The reason, we can go here, yeah. The reason I want you to go here, this way, right? I don't want you to go through the middle because that gives him access. Just all he's got to do is move this hand and he wraps around and he wraps around with this hand. Where if I go here, see, there's no wraparound to be had. I am totally on the outside. So just by making one move, changing it from here to where he just wraps around me to here, he can't wrap. That's the biggest thing because everybody's into this grappling now.
So you got my...
Listen, absolutely you could, but if you're crossed like this, it's going to be difficult.
No,
so number one,
her, so
make sure you cross.
You're on the outside of
on
my
the outside,
arm,
and you're always also leaning over. See how we're off center? The main reason is I don't want to be here because he just shoot in and he's got me. Shoot in and grab him by the waist.
Oh,
just great. Yeah, boom, he's in. Right now, shoot in and grab him by the waist. You're on the outside. You know what I'm saying? You got to work to get around. Okay? So you go on the outside. I keep hearing the door open. Boom. Robel. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, just go through there. There you go. How's your knee? Let me see how much playroom you got. Walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Oh, you got plenty of room. Yeah, stay in your little corner and you'll be safe.
Witness protection program.
I'm not going to tell you Darren's real name, but it's something like Armando. Darren, Nikki, Darren. Oh, it could be Armando. I mean,
Nobody really knows. I don't even know.
what was the other word they used for that?
Incognito?
No. When you're in the witness protection, something relocation, witness relocation program.
Relocation. What's up? What do we do at this point? Bang. Bang. Bang.
Remember the triangle on me. Remember, this is what I want to hear. So from here, I want you to go here, and this one to go straight through. See? Because if you happen to come in, I want to have that nice triangle. So as little space, you see this? Way too much space. So even if you're going to swing to the outside, you're going to keep this tight and swing to the outside. So you're basically doing this. Just look at my hands. Keeping it tight. Like our Bill G drill. Let me see it.
Yeah, let her go.
Boom. Smack and touch. You're overthinking. Boom. Good. Boom. Good. Boom. Good. Yeah, if you get stuck, that's all you do. Just pick one spot, isolate it. Do it 10 times. If that wasn't enough, do it 15. Do it 20. And just keep isolating one piece, then go to the second piece. Isolate 2 pieces. And then go to 3 pieces. I got to call Elon, make sure he's okay. I wish. I'm sure Elon Musk is very okay. Poke him in the eye, remember. You're not punching, you're poking. Pop, poke. There you go. Poke. There you go. Stop leaning forward. Tuck your chin. Tuck that chin on your way in. Yeah, just tuck, just drop, just this, like this. Watch. Like a little doggy in a window. See, this is what I get used to doing. So that as soon as you get here, boom, slam in with that headbutt. Just think about pointing the crown. Why doesn't it? The same reason it feels wrong jumping into the deep end of the pool from the side with the stairs.
All right.
Just the distance, bro. You'll feel it. That's what feeling.
Ridiculous, right?
If I go here, right, this feels good, right?
Yeah,
When
I
I go
know,
like
but
this,
the other one-
raise this hand. Go ahead and stop the seat. I'm not gonna do it. Even lower. It doesn't feel good. But when it's
No,
down
it's
here,
this one now.
boom. So go ahead and show me again.
Here,
Okay.
that one, and then why isn't this available? And then
It-
pull
it-
him into it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's what I was doing.
But you said this didn't feel good. The reason it didn't feel good is because you took his hand and put it on top of yours. When you're gonna hit from underneath, always pull this way. Always pull them that way. And that way you're not if you do this, you're in your own way.
That was my intent.
You wanted to block yourself?
It just felt like this is right wide open to do that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
But I thought you said this is in the way, is what I understood.
Oh.
My bad. But what I'm saying is, if it does get in your way, just pull it across instead of pulling it down, because then it is in your way. Because you want to make sure this is where you want to hit sternum. But it's not good. So you want to get used to pulling across, because if you pull down, you're gonna have to do this. Boom. Good. Nice. All right, here's what you want to do when you're smoothing these techniques out. You have to start just totally relaxing, thinking you just had a nice chamomile tea, or for those of you chamomiles, manzanilla, same thing. And this is where you're going, you're just flowing. Bah. There you go, right? There you go, right? See? You're just rolling, flowing. I go here, right? Boom, boom. Yeah, he sees my hand, he goes into his thing. Now you're not helping her because you're not letting her work through her stuff.
No.
So it's like the mashed potatoes. Pass the mashed potatoes, man. He grabs it and puts the plate in front of him like how about everybody else.
You tell him how off he is right now. She's been the one leading the whole time.
So then why don't you let me lead? Because you've been letting her lead, so now you feel that you need to make up.
Exactly.
You guys are out of control. I got one-way Tony, it's all for him. I got witness protection Darren over there. I got no respect from nobody. I got Miss Switzerland 1999 over there. Let me go get some water. Who else we got here today? Lisette, what's going on, beautiful? The one that keeps me ticking right there. Lisette Amil Rodriguez. What's up, bebés? Listen up, guys. I'm setting up some stuff with Brian. He's on the group. Look him up. Brian Keith Noonan. Awesome with his digital marketing. Took me forever to get with him because, of course, all the things that have been going on. We've been over it 100 times. You know, my 2 years. 23. The 23. El 23. Just like whoever they consider the best of ever of anything, they call him the 23 because of Jordan's number. Check him out. Any of you guys that need any type of digital marketing, Keith Brian Noonan, shoot him an IM, shoot him something. He's on the group. And you guys, you got to get in here. We got to start contributing to each other's growth by posting stuff on here. Post some questions. Don't worry about, I don't answer the questions the same day because right now I'm not on that side of the camera because I got the back camera going. So the back camera, I see the back of my phone. But tonight when I go home every night, I think I posted it the other day. My daughter puts up this thing. She thinks it's funny. But look at this. I'm here with my daughter and my father's sitting watching himself on TV. Pretty funny. So I'll get to the questions. So put stuff on there. Sir, I'd like to go over this drill. Man, that last drill you did was great. Can we do more of that? Can we do less of this? Get on here. Interact. Watch what these guys are doing so you can get to feel, okay, so I'm on the right track, or what do I do to change this up? But anyway, check out Brian. Digital marketing for anything. It doesn't have to be martial arts. It doesn't have to be self-defense. It doesn't have to be anything fitnessy. Any type of digital marketing you need. He's going to send me a link, so we're going to post it and share it. He's badass when it comes to this stuff. So make sure you check him out. And again, everybody, there's 40-something of you on there. Every week, at least 30-something you watch it. Sir, hello at least, or say hello to each other. Some of you do. Don't get me wrong, some of you do, but the rest of you. Next. Questions, concerns, root for your shoulders. I got horrible shoulders, bro. I got to find that.
Her shoulders hurting her, and I was telling her this is what I do for the gym every day.
How do you sleep? If you sleep like this, oh, that'll do it. But can you sleep on your back? I can't. Oh, on your back? Oh, nice. That's perfect then. Because when you sleep on your stomach and you do this stuff, or you sleep on your side like this, that's when it's bad. Questions, concerns, rude and or snide remarks. All right, next one. Come here, Sir Papalot. See, we can't, this is coolness. Look at that. Us guys with the straight hair, man, when I was in school, man, it was like Mo. That's the only style I could get. Just bangs. Yeah, bangs and straight across the ear. Yeah, the bowl cut. So we're low. Bah. We're high. Bah. We're high again. Bah. We're still high. Boom. We go center. Okay, when you pull this center shot, you want to hit above the stomach because that does nothing if he's got a good core. So don't pull down because you're not going to be able to get, step over there right here. Good. You're not going to be able to get here, which is where you want to get. So if you're doing this one, boom, okay? Bop, bop. When you pull this hand, pull it across so you can get to that. And you got to send this one out quick. Here's the problem that a lot of people have because of so much testosterone, I guess. Boom, I go here, and they yank this guy. Well, now your punch is going to go nowhere. It's going to go way over there because you yank him, and he turns sideways. So you've got to get that shot in. As soon as you go here, bang, you got to get it in quick, okay? And if you can't see my hand, let me turn here so you can. This is more how it's going in. You see how it's not straight? Because otherwise, that's going to happen. So you're pulling it in and giving them a shot, but it's going in on a little bit of an angle. Because otherwise, you're just going to skim off of them. And if you yank too hard, you're just going to miss him completely. You know what I mean? So again, so that you hit the middle, because he's used to high shots, okay? Low shots. So you're going to hit him in the middle. So my hand was low, it comes back up high, he sees another hand, high, sees another hand, boom, now it just comes straight through the middle. But if you pull it down, you block yourself. Got it? So it's low, high, 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 middle. So this is all, see? This is how quick your hands keep moving, slow motion. Boom, 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 boom. This is important. Not pulling them too far is important. Got it? So you're pulling the top hand and you're going straight between the arms. Quinn, what's going on, my brother?
You grab my hand, you want to grab you grab my hand. Where's the break here?
Who's on here? Ben, we already said hello. Nice. Frankie, we already said hello. Sherry, how are you? Sweet. Robert, we said hello. He said, John Rawlings, what's going on?
Keep this cranked. So yeah, so when you go, here, go ahead, bang.
Thank you, Frankie. Many blessings to you, my brother.
Bang. When you pull me and hit, yeah.
Let me see.
I were to.
Did I miss anybody?
You're down here. No, perfect.
Oh my goodness, I can't figure this out. So, okay.
Bend this up. So shoot this up and shoot that down. Yeah.
Who is the cutest student you ever worked with? You, John. Who else, John? You think I forgot John? John just wants me to repeat the story. First time I go out to Colorado, I think I'm some kind of grappling connoisseur. So I decided to pick a guy that wrestled NCAA or something like that. Some big time wrestling stuff. I don't know the letters. NAACP, NABA, WRRP, WKRP in Cincinnati. Anyway, wherever it was he was working. So I'm like, oh yeah, we'll take the big guy. You know, but I just picked the big guy. I didn't know he had a wrestling background. Man, I admit it now. I didn't admit it 20-something years ago. He was squashing me. And I'm like, oh man, I picked the wrong guy. But he was cute, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know you see the pictures of him now with the whiskey in his hand and stuff, and you know, he looks a little bit not so cute, but he was a darling. He was a darling back in the 90s. My grappling buddy, I don't know if you remember that. Colorado Springs, I think it was Fort Carson. And I'm sitting there wrestling this professional psycho wrestler, but good times, man. But yes, you are by far the cutest student I've ever had, John. For those of you who know him, Quinn, Sherry, you know, he's a cutie pie. Who's the cutest instructor on the planet? The guy with 2 thumbs. This guy. What can I do for you?
All right. I don't know what we're doing wrong here. So here you go.
Yep, low.
One,
Boom, high.
boom, boom.
Boom, cut up.
Cut up.
Let her cut, let her cut,
Sit.
cut.
Okay.
Through. Remember, you're going through the middle.
Right.
Good.
She does that. My block is
Slow mo. You're gonna go here, here. Boop. Right, put your hand up. From there, from that block,
okay.
block this because you don't want to get hit. With this one, boom, I take this one and I hit.
So,
Or,
so when you come up, okay, one more time.
see, your hands, it's all, the way he was, watch, just stand right there. G, come here 1 second. What happens is, it depends on the energy or what they give you back. Watch what's happening here. I work out with him all the time, so I'm gonna get used to his energy, he gets used to mine. I go here, boom, right? He stays right there. Why? Because he's not worried about this one. He blocks this one with this one. So instead of you using this hand, what you should be doing, which makes more sense, is for you to put that out. Your bong. There you go. So he puts out his bong, and now I'm here. So what do I have to do? I'm gonna pull, so she's gonna pull this hand,
And then
hit you with this one. Boom. And now, there's the space. Now you're gonna go over this hand and hit him in the stomach. Bang! There you go. Got it? It's his, for this, here's what people say, but what if they don't react that way? I get it. But we're doing this drill so we practice if that's the energy you get. So what you have to do for me is, for this to work the way me and him did it, it's the person that I'm fighting did that. The person I'm fighting, just give me a bong shot with that one, did that. If you do this, now block with that one. I gotta do something different, right? Which is not a big deal. From here, I would push forward and just break his fingers, right? But see what I'm trying to say? So for this to flow, it's just like if you're a great dancer, and I'm a great dancer, but he's doing the waltz, and I'm doing the, what's that one where the electric slide? Doesn't work, right? So I go for him, that's how he blocks. I go for him, that's how he blocks. I go for him, he gives me a bong shot with this one. So you guys out there, make sure you're blocking with that forward hand, which makes me pull and hit again like this. Just like I did here, right? So I go boom, boom, boom. And then I can hit there. So he blocks with this one.
so that's the one.
Not that you can't block with the other one, but in that case I push forward and snap some fingers.
But now I know.
Indeed, the whiskey. Yes, Mr. Rawlings. He's such a cutie pie.
This way, that's what's gonna happen naturally.
Where was it you wrestled, John? Put it up there for us to know, because I've known you for all these years. I know you wrestled in college. I just don't remember what college you wrestled at. Let us all be in the know. I gotta get some water, some water. All right, guys, over here. Stand over here so I can talk this way. I understand in the wonderful world of what ifs. You're always going to get slide back that way a little bit for me. Beautiful. You guys listening? You're going to get people say, oh, well, and especially if you're going to teach this, doesn't matter. People think, well, wow, I'm never going to be a teacher. If you show even 2 techniques to your nephew, you're teaching. Okay? So everybody that's ever trained with me has taught. I guarantee you, they've gone home and shown somebody, hey, check this out, how cool it is, or check out what I learned today. So if we're going to teach it, let's be teachers and teach right. This is a drill. Yes, it doesn't happen like this, but otherwise then what we would do is what? Just go to bars every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 and just start going up to people and saying, hey, jackwagon, hey, asshole, blah, 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 and get into fights. And then we're never going to learn anything, right? So there has to be some structure. You have to have some place to start from, some type of curriculum, syllabus, something. So again, you've got to visualize as you're doing this. Don't just do this like in some zombie state and hands are just moving and you're picturing, okay, this guy's grabbing for my fanny pack. And you're just in your head, you're thinking, keep that hand right there. I'm gonna smack, okay, keep that hand right there. Thanks, no problem. I'm gonna smack this guy right in the boom. You're just thinking that, right? And of course you're gonna put your hand up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna poke this guy in the eye. And you poke the guy in the eye, right? This hand is here. Now I'm thinking, I'm gonna tug on this and I'm gonna break his freaking nose. Boom! And he puts that hand up, of course. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's the game you wanna play. I'm gonna twist you up right here. I'm gonna nail you in the, that's what you're thinking. Where would that come from? He goes to shove me and I put my hand up and I pull him and I do that. He goes to shove me, and I push, and I do that, right? I already know how to do this, and I know I don't want him to push me. If I've done this 100 times, I can't think it's going to happen that way. I guarantee you, if you drive to work every day and just do your dash cam and leave at the same exact time, so there's no difference, right? Leave at the same exact time from your house. Get in your car and leave your house at 7:50 with 10 seconds. Back out, do your entire thing, and go to work. The same exact route. Take the same thing, Congress to here, to there, to there. And just play those pieces back of 10 minutes to work, and you'll be like, oh shit, this is different, that's different. This car passed me. I had X amount of cars pass me. I passed X amount of cars. I guarantee you, if you did that for 1,000 days in a row, you wouldn't have one exact day. Not a single one. Something's gonna be different. You're gonna speed up different. You're gonna have to brake different. The guy that stops short in front of you, the guy that almost sideswipes you, it's gonna change every day. So you can't cover every variable. It's impossible. So you have to visualize to yourself things happening. This is you having to slam the brakes. Now I gotta accelerate. Boom. Now I just rear-ended you. Now I gotta run somewhere. Boom, boom, because I have no insurance so I can get out. So I'm gonna blind you so you can't get my license plate. But you see what I'm saying? But the drill, if you don't make up your story, man, you've got to come up. It's like a novel. You got to be an author, a publisher, a director. You're viewing this movie through your viewfinder. Click, 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 click. Remember that little thing you used to slide the disc in and you just click, click, click. Every time the picture changes, you've got to see the next scene. And what does this scene mean? How is he going to react? But to learn it, don't get stuck in that, well, it's not going to happen that way. So what if it does happen? Yeah, we'll do something different. When I say do this, and you give me that energy, right? When I have, instead of putting out the bong sound this time, now stop this with your backhand. Okay, he may do that. Put that one up there. Okay, so now I have to deal with this hand. But to do the drill so that you understand, if he's, first thing is, well, I don't want him to do that. And then I want to hit him in the head. Well, he doesn't want me to do that. Well, I'm going to poke him in the eye. Well, he doesn't want me to do that. Well, I'm going to hit him in the face again. Well, he doesn't want me to do that. I want to hit him in the gut. I do. Right? Because sooner or later you got to win. But again, it's the same thing. Let's say I happen to have something in my hand, like a bottle of something. Right? I'm just minding my business. I'm going to pour some drinks, or I'm going to drink it myself. And I have the bottle here, and he grabs my hand. Well, it's the same thing. Somebody back there is going to get doused, but I'm going to take this, I'm going to pull, boom, and I can hit him. There's no difference. But I've got to picture that. Because a million people say, well, when am I going to find myself there? And how would I find myself in this position? And how about this one? I've never seen such a thing. Such a thing would not happen. I'm like, no, not in this exact formality, right? But if I have something in my hand and he grabbed, well, there you go. Now I just pull on this and go. Boom. Well, what if he lets go? Then I can't pull him. Well, if he lets go, I don't need to hit him. Then I just go on my way and continue to pour everybody's Perrier, right? Or Dom, or whatever we're pouring, right? You've got to visualize. It's so damn important. Because if you're just monkeying this stuff and you're making up these things in your head, and daily, you're going to think of something different. And that's just like the situation. Driving to work is going to be different. So you visualize a different pattern, let's say. Now we start from a high reference point, and we're just going to loop around. So the high reference point is from what? I go to grab his throat, high reference point. I go to poke his eye, high reference point. I go to punch his face, high reference point. From any of those. And then obviously you're not going to do it that slow. I'm not going to punch that slow. He's not going to block that slow. But as soon as he does, just pop that hand up, boop, bang, there you go. Boom, that's exactly what's going to happen. Boom, right? So we're going to start from that high reference point. So I'm going to go around it. I'm going to go one, and then immediately I go to punch him. I feel that boom. So that's the same thing in boxing, jab, hook, jab, hook, jab, hook, right? So we're going to start high reference point, just tap this. Don't push it. When I push this, stop this hand with that one. So keep going so you can stop this, right? Don't want to do that. I'm hurting myself. So I just tap on this one, boom, to get all the way around. I just tap to get it a little bit out of the way, and I go around. Let's do it with the back to the camera. Do not go like this. Do not go like that, okay? Boom, you're tight. See, you're going towards them. And then out here, you can go a little wider, boom, and hit, okay? So you're going to go high, boom, boom, boom. Keep turning with me. Boom, boom. Keep going. You're here. You're going to get rid of this one, go there. He's not going to let me do that, right? What's he going to do? He's just going to swing that hand up like a barn door. Bam, there you go. Bam, now I got a problem. No, I don't. Boom, then I go to the same spot we did before. Sternum. Around, straight in. Around, straight in, and then in again. Again, going 1, 2, 3. Then he stops this one, right? Let's say he's getting really lucky. Boom, boom. I go across here. As this one comes out, boom. Okay? Then I just cross my hands. And then we go right back to the same thing. Whenever you get your shot, that's when all that starts in again. So slow motion. You start high. All right, yeah, you come here. You work it with her. And then you'll run over there. That way they can see. So we're going to go right here. There we go. So you can see straight through. Out and around. He stops that. Pull on this one. Don't grab his hand. Just tap it out of the way. Just tap it out of the way. It's a pock. There you go. You went around and hit. Now you're going to pull on this one like you're playing slots. Slots, right? Boom. There you go. So again, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Look what I'm doing here. I'm staying tight. Because I want to be able to feel if he freaks out on me and he gives me upward energy here, then I'm just going to go right underneath. I know he's going up with this hand. This is what's going to cover that hand. And I'm just going to go like this. If I feel he gives me upward energy, I just push into him a little bit, let this one go. Boom, and hit him right there. Because this one's going to block that one. And I'm going to come all the way to the outside. So let's just work on the first spot. High, tap, roll out, boom. Pull. If he's this high, I would just go right to the nose. Boom. If he's a little bit lower, go right for the sternum. Right there. There you go. Go ahead. Good job. Good job. You got to remember, if the hand is high, you go low. If the hand is low, you go high where you're supposed to. There you go. Boom.
I always want to grab from that way. Okay, so.
Pull and hit. Boom. There you go. Yep, and that's going to be her reaction. There you go. Good.
Nice. I got his dad to say, wait a minute, bro. I remember
Colorado Springs. Wrestled for the Army. Woo-hoo. Yeah, Colorado Springs it was. That I remember. I didn't know where you wrestled though. Wasn't easy, let me tell you that. It was fun for sure, but not easy. And I was a lot smaller. Whose phone is that? Oh, that's you? Yeah. All right, good. No, as long as it's not me. I just hate missing calls. Get a sip of water. Go ahead. Oh!
Come on top of it. You're good. Come on top of it.
He was perfect. Don't worry about it.
Pull down. Come on top of it. You don't have to hook, right? I'm breathing. Don't fuck up this one. Shoot that motherfucker right out. There's nothing stopping it. You already have this check. Alright. Because think about it. If you stay on top of it like you are, I'm in play. But if you accidentally got on top of it for here, you don't need to check or pin it for. You already have a check here. Just shoot your shot straight in.
Oh, gee, you're going to be here Thursday then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be here Thursday. Cool. So we don't got to change anything. G will be here Thursday.
So we're going to be here Thursday.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah. He'll be here. You have an iPhone?
I need to check.
What does it matter? You have Facebook or no?
It goes.
Okay, you have Facebook? Okay, because his camera's broken on his phone. So if possible, we can use your phone to do the live. Because all you have to do is sign into, you go into Cadre Hook Tool and go live. And it'll just say that you went live. It won't say that the group went live. That way they can get. No, yeah, he'll figure it. No, all you got to do is, you know how when you go on to Hook Jasul?
Yeah.
The group, our private group.
Yeah.
When you go on there and check it out and stuff like that, that you said the other day you couldn't hear me. That's all you're gonna do. Then he's gonna slide up and he's gonna go click, go live, and off you go. And he'll put it on there. He's probably gonna have to yell because I don't think he knows how to hook this up. Beautiful. So that's what we have going on. I'm gonna be out of town, leaving tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Curly will be here on Thursday. So you may have to hear him echoey. I think he'll be able to figure out the mic. You're going to hear him echoey. So make sure you tune in. Because I'll be out of town, but I will tune in. And then there'll be a lot of messaging going on. Oh, Mr. G, what if, in this situation... Yeah, he probably won't read them.
I do this, and then I do this. I have to, in my head, if I, especially if we're in motion and we're not going slow, that hook is coming in quick. It's there, yep, you're good.
What is this, college?
Yeah. That's fine, because now you did it so quick. You did it so quick that you made up for it because I was here. Since you missed the one, I had nothing to reference, so I stayed low. I wouldn't have done this.
Right, from the set of like here. I know this isn't good. I think you gotta be.
Oh, you are very welcome,
That's why
Mr.
that-
Rawlings. You are
that's why
very
this
welcome.
one-
Enjoy.
Makes sense because I'm driving in. This is pulling me, pushing.
Team GMR. I like that. I like that.
Slide and notice that. You got to make sure I get this. Now I'm in so tight, he's punched up. Then we'll have a piece of move that
Mm-hmm.
instead of the knee, oh, this is already up. Shoot that up, then get the other one in. You know what I mean? I can make it flow. But if you're not moving in, this one might feel like, oh, that's why sometimes you're forgetting because you're pulling here. It's just coincidence. You're half feet off on the steps of the reach. So
All right, over here a second, guys. Check this out. You can stay right where you are. Just make sure you're listening. Don't let this stuff become compartmentalized or you're going to lose it, okay? Do not think of, oh, Grandmaster or Sifu, whatever you want to call me. I'm just going to say Pedro. I'm kind of getting sick of these titles and I can't remember who I am. I wake up some mornings and it's like, no, you're supposed to be Sifu. Like my nephew. He was a confused little 5 years old. We're in class. And I give him a command, my nephew. And he goes, yes, Uncle Master. And I'm like, Uncle Master? I'm like, see, I'm telling you, we're confusing our children. Stop with these titles. Eighth Dan, Jubenji Ryu, Kyokushin, Sabanem, Kwanjanim, Kyokusakun. I'm like, geez, Louise. Yeah, this kid there is calling me Uncle Master. Probably going down Walmart saying, this guy must be one of those Mormon cult leader psychopaths. Be careful with Uncle Master over there. So, yeah. Anyway, where was I going with this? Now I got myself. Don't get caught up in trapping, grappling, jits, mixed. If I'm here, visualize to yourself, all right, he's pushing really hard. Boom, that elbow. I got nothing wrong with that. And you can get this hand down and you feel there's enough space there. Boom, smack that ear. The second it fits in, there's no need to ask me, could I do this, sir? Boom. Yeah, if you can. If you feel, give me a lot of pressure upwards, that I can't get that hand down, but if I feel I can get to here, boom, I'm going to smack that ear. And it's not that hard. Give me heavy pressure up. Boom, I'm getting that hand down. Is that a good shoulder or a bad shoulder?
Both bad, but go ahead.
Jeez. All right, so we're going to do it light. We're going to simulate. I go here. He's giving me heavy pressure, simulate. But I'm going to go like this. He's going to bounce out. All right? Anybody have good shoulder? Well, I know he doesn't. I don't. You got that one good? Neither one good? Your shoulders? Okay. Is that one good? All right. So. Not since I started here, right? If I go here, give me pressure up, I'm getting that out of the way. There's just no way it's not. So I get this out of the way and I go. Now if I go like this, put it back up after I drop it. That's going to be the problem. So I got to go, boom, right out. So it doesn't matter. Now, if you don't feel you have enough pressure to spring him down, which you will, with practice, this is beautiful. Wham. And it doesn't matter. No matter how he turns, he's either going to get this. You keep turning. Somewhere around here, keep turning to the other side, all the way around. What, the other way? Boom, back around the other way. See, he's screwed. Unless he's an owl, it's either going to be this or some version of this tilt, and it's going to be this or some version of my arm all the way up to the elbow. It's a no-win for him Because then immediately what happens? I go here, I clear this, I smack him in the face, I nail him in the sternum, I come across, boom, and I elbow him in the face, then I knee him, then I knee him, then I grab him, I thumb his eyes, I punch his face, I elbow his face, back to here, thumb his eyes again. And then you do it like my uncle would say, yo slida, yo slida, yo slida, go. Yes?
To defend myself against that elbow coming towards my face, like I put my head down, so he'd hit me in the head and not in the face. Like,
That's what I would do. The chances, though, of his elbow hitting your head, see here, this is what he's looking to do, right? If you go down here, that's what's going to happen, right? He'd have to be way over there, and then in which case, yeah, it's not, so it makes sense if you're going to drop, boom, to go in, and possibly that's it. But, again, the only, go ahead.
Unless I go straight up, and if I go straight up, then instead of going up, slide that elbow down.
All right, here's the question. Here's the question. Watch. So go ahead and get to the position. Do it gently, nice and slow, without any, they're doing their thing, don't worry. Go ahead over here. Nice and slow. Okay, not a lot of force, so that I can show them and you while we're going.
Spin over because, especially with the hands down already, I can spin over. But if I feel I have to lift my shoulder, okay, lift the shoulder, but instead of lifting it at the elbow, lift it.
All right, we were doing this, remember. We're going to go from here. As soon as you go here, okay, you're going to go here, okay? So you're going to go 1 and then 2. So for the elbow, it's a hook and go. The second, right, that's why feeling is so important. The second you feel this going away, okay, you got to lift your elbow with it, right? The problem is his defense. His defense will allow that if he keeps his elbow low or if I'm way faster than him. But if as soon as I go like this and my elbow does this, do the same with your elbow. Do the same. And there you go. That's exactly what will happen. So just match what he's doing. You ever watch two boxers? They both throw hooks. They both get knocked out. Just follow what she's doing. If you do the same exact thing, then it can't hit you. It just can't. If this hand does this to go over there, right? And this hand does this to do the same, and they meet, they just sit there, right? And this has to happen if you have the same amount of force. So whoever has more force is going to win. But what's going to happen is, even if you have more force on yours coming over, it's still going to go that way, right? And then you don't have to worry. You cannot come over mine, let that happen. So the second you feel, again, not see, the second you feel that, you got to do the same thing. You got to do the same thing. Boom. And you can isolate that. You both do the same thing. And that's your defense to that. You raise that elbow so she can't get up over it, right? He tries to jump the fence. It's a 4-foot fence, and you hit the button and raise it to 6. And hit the button and raise it to 8. There you go.
More often than not, and it's maybe
There you go.
10% or less that I'm going to try to cut across.
So you know what?
So which still not the best situation, but all right, fuck, I can reset.
There you go.
And stay behind your shield. Okay, you got a sword and a shield. If I'm going like this, I don't want to be looking over it to see what's happening over there. I'm going to stay under my shield. I'm going to hide behind my shield. I'm going to hide behind my shield. He comes over to hit me, boom, and I'm going to go and avoid him from hitting me by not only lifting my elbow, but getting behind my shield. Don't be up here looking over it.
And then you can do it like you're doing it where you get across, it's like as it's coming, you're kind of swinging it to get
Remember, you're jumping to the next step. You're trying to do that, and he's stopping it. Remember, you're doing this and then going over there for some reason. Your intent is to hit him, and he stopped you. To poke his eye, and he stopped you. To cup his ear, and he stopped you. To chop his neck, and he stopped you. Okay? And then that goes. He goes, you go. As soon as he goes,
Back down. As soon as you get over, right?
as soon as you get over,
You feel it. So
or
clear it and hit him in the face.
Well, okay.
okay, let me.
Okay, you guys are getting it all confused. Just take a deep breath. You went, your question was, how do I avoid him from coming up and over?
Yeah.
So come up and over and do that. So let's practice that. Let's practice that. Boom, boom, come up and over, and she'll go like this. Boom, boom, come up and over, and she'll do this. boom, boom. Come up and over, and you'll do this. And if you're going to ask me, well, what if he's faster than me and stronger than me? It would be the same thing if you were boxing, wrestling, or whatever it is that you're doing. If he's faster and stronger, he wins. If you're a linebacker versus whoever's bigger and stronger, I guess he's going to win, right?
Now you go over.
Miss, and I don't get.
The bigger, badder man.
If I don't get this, and I just get one of these, well, that is going to do the trick too. That's going to suck. So instead of going here and then maybe getting all the way over, from here I might have to go bang and then shoot this out, versus getting to do the whole back fist and bring this all the way around to open up and do that. If I can only get here, shoot it out there, bang, shoot it out. Same way off of this, I would shoot it out. Same way off of this, I would shoot it out. Same way off of
Trying to get over your straight punches.
Match his go over.
Rick, I want you to pull my punches and my elbows into your face by just natural body reaction, not like hypnotize you and pull these punches in your face. You literally from here know that when you go and get across, I don't get all the way across and just kind of hit it. If you don't get all the way across and kind of hit it from like there. This hit, it's not going to. Oh, I'm losing your move. Doesn't work. Pick that out. So then I put it down here. If you're on top of it, grind it out. Think about it, I can't do shit about that. If you're already on top, the world is yours, you get to choose. Try it, put that, without that, I lose. You're on top. I have to go around. By the time I go around,
See how you moved your face? That was perfect. Your hand went this way. Your face went that way. That's what you're talking about. That's what you got to get used to. You're moving things away. You're getting away from the danger. And then as long as you flow, find somewhere to poke his eyes. Find somewhere to elbow him. Find something. There you go.
almost do that like inverted, how we do the straight punch drill.
And use your fists as little as possible because you don't want to break knuckles. You want to do this as much as possible, this as much as possible, this, poke in the eyes, palm heels, shots to the throat. But closing your hand and hitting, use it as little as possible. Get used to poking, gouging, scraping, chopping, spearing.
Way more of a chance of you, if I go here, missing this. Or hitting your elbow.
Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum.
Same way, if I went bang, I got here.
All right, over here. Check it out.
I'm going to open this as I hit this across.
You ever feel like you want to like pop your knuckles? That's how my wrists feel sometimes. Like I gotta go, and it just won't crack.
We're the 55 and up club here.
56 and up in my group.
But I have to.
We were low,
I can't
bop. We were high, bop. Okay? Now I want you to do this one. You're gonna hook. There's no grabbing. Do not grab. You're gonna hook on both sides. Okay? You're just gonna give a little bit of pressure back towards you. So you're gonna do a little. So you're gonna go a little bit back towards you. I'm gonna go a little towards me. Right? So you're gonna be here. Doesn't matter if his hands are closed or open. So this is all you're gonna do. Right? You're gonna feel. You see? You're just gonna give a little bit of a turn. You feel this. You're gonna make sure you're in a good stance, and you're gonna just go with one. Okay? To pin that hand. So you're gonna learn. This is what I want you to get. I want you to slide and get your hand into the center. Obviously, be careful because she's a female, so you're gonna stay out here, nice and far. So you're gonna pull a little bit. There you go. And you're gonna keep pushing forward. Right? You're gonna give me that forward pressure so I can. Now, why am I trying to get this centering motion going? Okay? So that when a shove comes in, you can have your hands and get used to that cutting, because what happens when you slap, we start slapping down. We start slapping wide and out. So I want you to get used to, he's going to pull back a little bit and you're getting used to this. So the motion is you're sliding and you're going to feel, it fits right in here. Watch how right, that doesn't feel like it fits. Doesn't feel like it's nice little, like a nook or a cranny. So you're going to come up over mine, right? You don't feel anything. See, all of a sudden, you see? That's where you got that little hook. That's what you want to do. You want to feel that little hook right there. This is flat. There's that like little hook. So you're going to hook into the outside. You're going to find that little hook. There you go. You're going to find that little hook. And you're going to give me a little bit of forward motion. If I don't get forward motion, my hand ends up, don't give me the forward motion, should end up there. If you don't give me forward motion, I should end up right in the center. Right in the center. Right in the center. And you see how my elbow stays down? Don't do this. Your elbow stays down. Right? You're going right, and you just see? And then you get to the point where you're not going for chest. and then that's what's happening, right? But I don't want you to start doing this, because what you're going to do is you're going to stay like this and start doing that. So I want you to stay with the pinky facing towards you, with the pinky facing towards you. And that's going to get used to, see how I'm, turn with me, see what I'm doing here? Push towards me, See what's happening? I'm taking center and he's going to the outside. I take center, he's pushing forward. I got center and he's way out there. So he's pushing, push. See? And I got center. And that's what's going to happen. He just pushes his hand, boom. Okay? So you're just hooking and making sure you don't break, and you're using... No. No, it doesn't matter. Whoever, if your hands are on top, right? So you're going to actually pull. So you're pulling. There you go. Good. Good.
And I have, this is at my control. There's no thought process behind what you're going to do with that. But this is hurt.
And you're down that, right?
It's just, there's not thinking, all right, you have a free hand. You can punch him in the face with a free hand. No, you're crazy. Fuck, how much is that?
And then you switch.
You grab me.
You're on the outside. Feel this. There you go. You're here, right? And then you're going to go like this.
Slide it. Okay. The elbows down.
Exactly.
So what you're trying to do is from that shove, you're going to ride on the outside and get into the center. And then once you get to the center, your hand pokes the eye. Ride and poke. But I'm isolating and stop and breaking this down so that you don't keep your hands this way, because that's what will happen. You'll start putting your hands like this, right? Instead of having your hands here. So I want you to go in and then slide. So this would be the full motion. So the shove is coming in, right? And you're just going to go. So that hand that's coming to push ends up out there, and you poke the eyes. Poke the eye. Or palm heel the face. Either way.
You don't need to, if you see, just get to the stop, go back hand. Once we're here, if I'm here, my elbow's here, this could even go down when it's coming across. It just has to be above my elbow.
Taz, what's going on? Taz is in the house.
You can pin down and
Happy
hit your
New Year.
elbow. So we go here, right? I get here. I go down. I can do this. Because if you're like us, you're gonna want to hold on to that. If you don't hold on, I'm not gonna go off. Then you get screwed. Yeah. But even there, you stay on top, stay attached to my hand. I'm still winning.
So push for the center.
It's much easier for me to push my body weight into you and just lift it out of the way. Even with pin. If you got it, and it's even worse, if you got bigger muscles, you would just lift my elbow and find some meat in there to show you. But again, that's like I was just saying, when you push that out, you miss.
Literally like this.
It's small, it's gonna miss. But also, if this misses, but I'm going forward, it's gonna hit something you don't want it to hit. Whether it's what I planned on it hitting being your forearm, or it drives into anywhere from here to here, you're like, well, shit. So as long as when, go ahead, and I stop, your elbow is higher than my elbow, you'll never have to lift shit. It's in there. And then the only thing I can do is, as you're coming in, try to get on top. But then
See how your hands are? Make sure your hands are here. Like you're trying to chop right there. You just don't keep your hands all funky, because you're going to go whoa. So that's what I want you to do now. Now you're going to do the whole thing. You're going to put your hands out here and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's from a 2-hand push, 1-hand push. They're coming to grab. Good. There you go. Poke his damn eyeballs out. Poke. There you go. Get the good poke there. No, don't want to do it, but don't keep your hand like that. You want to make sure. There you go. Twist it. Ah, boom. There you go.
Catch fire here.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah, I was saying, wow, we got to start shaving. I used to shave all the time. If if someone is straight blasting you, because you got to remember, one hand's here and here. This is one of the best defenses, because if your hands are too wide, you're screwed. So you happen to bump into somebody who does the rat. Look at that line. It's right there, because they're clearing and going. They're clearing and going. So as this hand comes out, you're going to go with that one first. Boom, right? And I hit with the next one, boom. But you got to go for the eyes. Go for the eyes, boom. So even if I'm straight blasting, there you go. There you go. There you go. That's how you defeat that. Because otherwise you're screwed. If I don't keep my hands just outside of your little circle, so you're doing it now, right? As you're coming in, don't just go quick. No matter how fast you're going, but I got to cut that line. I got to cut that line. So if I'm not doing this, I'm going to be screwed. So I got to be just outside and cut. And my hands, that's where my elbows are down. So I'm basically going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. See? I'm going over. So as you're going hand over hand, and you're pretty straight there, you might go off by a little bit. I just stay just on the outside. Because most guys, when they're straight blasting, sometimes their elbows are way up here. You know, sometimes they're too tight. But either way, all my job is I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's it. As quick as you're going, as fast as you're doing this, I'm doing this. So you're doing a doggy paddle with your fist closed, and I'm just coming across. So you're going over each other, and I'm coming over, but from an angle. So I'm going over, right? But then I just make the circle small. Otherwise, you're screwed. There's no way. Yeah, you got to watch Ip Man. If you start getting jit jungchoid, you better build his ass.
I know. I want one hand on here instead of two. That's where I was starting. Okay, well, that's. You can't tell me anyone.
One more before we go, right quick. Okay? So now you're going to go from front hand, right? He's got both here, right? So you're going to hook with this one. So you're going to hook and slap. 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 Hook and slap. Okay? Don't do this. Put your hands up. Because this is one, right? This is one, but you're doing both. Okay? So I want you to drop that hook in here and push that one. Drop the hook. Drop the hook in here and parry that one. Drop the hook and parry. Drop the hook and parry. Drop the hook and parry. So at the same time, basically in the mirror, this is all you'd be doing. There you go. Nice. You hear that? Listen. You hear that? Do it again. Do it again. Listen. 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 Go ahead, do it. Listen, listen, listen. Listen to this. Again. Listen again. This is what I want to hear. Go. Not. Yeah. Pop. Pop. There you go. Yeah, not like an offbeat horse. There you go. And then switch them. Then hook with the right, pock with the left. Hook with the right, pock with the left. That's a modified little jut. So it's like a jut and a pock. A jut and a pock. Yeah, you do.
You say hook with the right?
No. This is a jut, and this is a pock. This is doesn't matter which way you do it, but switch them. So now, because this was the jut, you were going like this. Boom, boom, boom. Now you're going to go boom, 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 boom. Okay? This is a modified jut. I know there's another word for it. There's a way better word. It's not really a jut. Even though it's a jerking hand, but.
And especially if I have this check, do things like that. To get here all day long. And then I have to walk it fast. Pop it real quick to get under the thumb to get that heel position. And all that happens. 1 second.
Give him the hands a little higher. Make sure your hands are a little bit higher, Nikki. What, you burned yourself? Oh, and that skin comes off. So how did it happen?
So, I got an electric stove and we got a big ass fucking cast iron that I bought at Costco. I went to a steak on, I had to sear it. And how long was it take to eat? So I said, go get a Red Bull from the gas station. Went there, came back in like 10 minutes, put some oil, that fucking started to smoke. And then I was like, oh shit. So I threw the steak on there and it just splashed all over.
Wow. It happens. I thought you actually reached for it and like the handle got
I
you.
did actually too, man. It's a good thing I didn't burn my hand.
All right, let me see it again. Two on each side. Boom, boom. Make sure you're hooking and pocking. There you go. Now hook and pock with the other one. Hook with the other, pock with this one. Hook with that one, pock with this one. All right, so don't let your hands on your pock. Keep your hands here. Don't let this happen because then they both look like hooks. There's your pock, there's your hook. There's your pock, there's your hook. There's your hook, there's your pock. And then you start switching them up. Kind of like rubbing your belly and patting your head. So you go from a hook and a pock. So you're hooking and pocking, hooking and pocking, hooking and pocking. Then you're hooking and pocking, hooking and pocking, hooking and pocking. Then you pock, hook, hook, pock, hook, pock, hook, pock, hook, pock, hook, pock, pock, hook.
There's zero you can do wrong when you grab a finger. Because either I'm breaking it or the way I'm manipulating it is causing your arm to do one or two things.
Good.
This is the way out here.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I have reached the verdict. Guilty as charged it. Like usual, be blessed, be good, be safe. Make sure you're practicing these things, visualizing a situation, an altercation, the bad guy in front of you, for lack of a better phrase. Just picture that bad guy in front of you and what is it that he's doing. Very simple to look in your, think about anything that's invented. You see it, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hands. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So if you can see it in your mind, you can choke it. If you can see it in your mind, you can break it. You can snap it. You can lock it, okay? So picture when you're doing these things, those two hands shoving. Boom, and you got that. Now where do you go from here? Well, whatever he leaves open. Whatever he leaves open. Whatever he leaves open, okay? So let's hook it up, keep practicing, keep doing your thing. It's a new year, 23, the great 23. What was it, Michael Jordan was 23? All right, I'm heading out. The man behind the camera, Curly, will be here on Thursday. That was him, Deuces. The man in the other corner back there, as soon as I shut off, he'll come out from Mr. In, last name Cognito. All right, guys, chop chop.